guys, and welcome back to Vampyr. Where we last left off, we heard about some blackmail in Whitechapel, which is where we're heading right now. Whitechapel. But honestly, honestly, before I do anything that even involves Whitechapel, considering our last episode, we fought a giant werewolf, or sea beast. It was a sewer beast, actually. So, before we get neck deep in more fights, because, you know, the time before that, when we actually did go to, we went to Whitechapel to try to find the water to water our plant with, and there was a lot of people that wanted me dead. A lot of people that, felt the need to beat me up. It's whatever, though. So yeah, I'm gonna sleep, and I'm gonna upgrade if I can. I don't know if I can. It doesn't even look like anything. I'm gonna do this. Okay, I have enough. Okay, I'll do one of these, because I don't know what exactly it holds. I can't do that one. Another 500 would be great. Or 300, that's cool too. I'll take that. 10 plus blood. Okay, yeah, I can't do that. Blood, increase your blood capacity 5 plus blood. Confirm that. I made a shotgun shell, apparently. I don't have a shotgun, but I could use some. Excuse me, I could use some pistol bullets. I really could. This thing has been, like, crazy. $5, $58, $72, $65, but here it's like $130. Huh. Can I craft something? Okay. So anyways, since we kind of upgraded ourselves a little bit, even though some of those people in Whitechapel are like 18, like level 18 and level 19, that's pretty hard. Well, now we can handle that. Dr. Strickland. I don't think there's nothing up here as usual. Wait. I really don't wanna. Whitechapel's so hard though. There's just so many people that like want me dead. And how exactly do they tell I'm a vampire other than like if they actually looked me in the eyes? I'll just travel this way. My heartbeat for it. Wait. I'm really close to... But I'm really close to the water thing, because it's over here. I'm gonna look. What level are you? above me. I can take it. Faster than I thought it was gonna be.
I have this thirst for blood.
Okay, well. Really hope I don't have to fight those guys.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye. But the guards recruit more and more every year.
Shit, I can't fight them because they're too much.
2 days ago. This is my first patrol.
I heard a cat.
This is no place for you, sir.
Die, vermin!
What is happening? Why can't I hit him?
Crunch the legs! Got it! It's a killer!
What the hell? How come? Okay. It's working a little bit. Okay. There's a werewolf over there. Wait, what level is he? Hello. Okay, I don't... I mean, I guess I can just... I'm so mean! I'm just killing people, man! I'm just kidding. I'm not really killing anybody. Remember last episode when I couldn't do jack shit? And now I can do too much? I don't know.
He's mine! I'll take it!
No. God. I don't have anything. Okay, this is something. I like how they wait. How does it feel? It feels so good. Oh, just beat the shit out of it. Okay. That little one's annoying. Oh, come on. What the heck? Okay, 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 okay. Okay, he's dead. Okay. I really... 71. What's up here?
It's locked, all right.
Okay, was that in case I needed to get away from them?
It's locked.
The door won't open from this side. I want that water thing for my plant because I don't have any. That does not sound good.
It's locked, all right.
It has to open from the other side. So how do I get to the other side? And if this door's locked too, then
It's locked.
I can't get in. Okay, well. That sounds lovely. Jeez.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail.
Your army needs you. Join at once today.
First, let's find this Petrescu fella.
But I want to find the holy water before I do anything. What? How do I? I hear a cat. Okay, it's the other side then.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
What the fuck? What just happened? I literally want my thing. So wait. I'm supposed to be able...
I'll be gentle. Pay me a buck. Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can. Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
Okay. Cool.
I've had enough for tonight.
Cool.
Goodbye.
Yeah, can I get in the back of your church so I can get my, like, bucket to water my plant?
Soon the time will come when you will all be
Did I find it? I didn't see them. a little thing for my plant. Okay. I need to find this person first.
Hey, one way or another. Please.
Is that him?
Excuse me, sir.
Shit.
I have a few questions
not
for
him.
you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Mr. Peterson.
Come on, take a look. Don't... Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Have you
Okay.
heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane. So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
I hear babies crying. It's like freaking me out.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. I must insist, sir. Please let me see Nurse Crane.
I have no time for you, sir.
Is there not a way for me to, like, break into his house? Because, I mean, surely there's something.
I cannot enter.
Of course. Can I ask my friends?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
snap.
My brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Okay.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
How am I supposed to find stuff about this one dude if I literally have talked to everybody and they haven't even, like, said anything?
Nobody at home.
Okay. That's all I needed to do. Are you kidding me?
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
It's locked, all right. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius.
The journalist.
Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Okay. He's the one that's.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
For there is no protection against malevolence and
Hey,
trickery.
I don't know who you
Excuse
are.
me, sir.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nithercott?
Oh, he's in the.
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Yeah, that's where he is right now.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever.
What is going on?
Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Okay, I spoke to him. Now who do I need to speak to? Find the inhabitants of Whitechapel, find Richard Nixon, find the mailbox letter. Find the letter. I don't know that I was supposed to do that. I don't think I was. Ah, I'm glad there's no fall damage. Mailbox. Is this the mailbox? Ah! My dearest, most beloved child, I am so sorry you have not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war, but there is also a war going on here in England, a war against poverty and against injustice. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I am writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now, and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now, to feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country. I am as ever your loving father, Darius Prince.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Okay. Do I need other leverage as well? Find Richard. Okay, he's back here. No, he's not. He's in the cemetery place. Okay, that's not open. Ugh, this episode is gonna be cut weird. I'm gonna apologize in advance. I think that's him.
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Yes.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
I like him.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
I already did this.
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
I'll leave you alone, sir. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Okay.
Oh, camellia. The silent flower.
Oh, that's creepy.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh.
I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary.
What?
A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
What?
Tell me about Richard Nithercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia.
She can't.
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Very well. Goodbye then.
Okay, I don't even know if that did anything, but it did something. I guess. I don't know. Hi.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality.
Jeez.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Oh, snap. Okay, I won't. I won't. I can't sleep on his bed. Take your shillings, though. Because you're mean to me, I'll take your shillings. New collectible. Okay. Let's go see what she said. She's over here, obviously. There's 2 heartbeats upstairs. So wait, as a vampire, I can't get sick, right? Because what if I can get sick?
Razvan, can you hear my voice? I need help.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
No!
Yes, Doctor.
No!
He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
Oh no.
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what's happening.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Eyes.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
Huh.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
Oh, really?
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
What?
Oh, this one stinks of... It's a leech! Stupid bitch!
I don't even know what's going on.
Christ! He's dead!
Okay, okay guys, so I'm going to leave this episode here. That was a lot to take in. I don't know, it said that the district will soon suffer the consequences, and I'm like, what consequences? I didn't do anything bad to her. Like, I didn't hurt her or anything like that. I just told her that she needed to let it go and things like that. So anyways, if you guys like that, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you think's gonna happen down in the comments below, because I have no idea. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!